ladies, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. I'm in my basement today. We'll give this a try. The lighting isn't quite as good, but I think we'll be okay for our purposes today. Today we're going to continue with our focus on stretching and flexibility. In our previous lesson, we did a lot of those stretches while seated on the chair. Today, I'll show you a variation of those while seated on your yoga mat or on a rug. So let's get started. Come on down. You'll notice that I'm sitting on my blanket. I like to do that. I take my yoga blanket and I roll it up. Looks like a jelly roll. And by doing this, when I'm seated with my legs crossed, it allows me to lift my hips. And if I just come forward on the blanket, then my knees can become a little bit lower and it's more comfortable for me that way. If you don't want to have your knees crossed, don't use a blanket or a pillow behind you. Just sit flat on the yoga mat with your legs fully extended. So you want to make sure you're very comfortable. And again, it's an individual practice. You make those modifications as needed. So coming to a beautiful seated posture. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Shake out the hands and wrists and let them rest comfortably, palm down on the tops of your legs. Bring those elbows in slightly. Press down through the palms gently so that you can feel the palms connected to the tops of the legs. Lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Soften the shoulders so we don't want any tension through the hands, the wrists, the elbows, the arm, or the shoulder. So sitting nice and tall, smile. In the previous practice, I talked about releasing the tension from the face. So the same thing here, bring awareness to that. Maybe take a couple of yawns, move the jaw gently from side to side, and then just bring the lips together ever so slightly. And here we are, beginning to focus on our breath. That's very key in all of our yoga practices. If we didn't do that, then yoga would just be another form of stretching. But because we incorporate that breath awareness, it makes it much more unique, and we practice and we stretch with intention, slowly, gradually, thoughtfully. So in a nice seated posture, take a nice inhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And do that again. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You can place your hands again on the rib cage, noticing when you inhale how you feel those ribs expanding and the chest rising, right? Nice full breath. We sometimes take that for granted. Pause here and exhale, release. Nice. Now take a nice inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Take a few rounds of breathing here, just settling into your own breathing pattern, slowing it down. It'll also begin to slow the heart rate down. That's it. Nice and steady. Beautiful. Let's add a little arm movement. Reaching outward, lift those arms out to the side and upward, reaching to the sky. A little pause, and then let the arms float down along with the exhale. Let's try that again. Inhale, stretching outward and upward, reach. Pause and exhale, letting the arms float back down. Place the hands gently back on the thigh, sitting tall. Inhale here, and as you exhale, release that left ear toward the left shoulder. Remember, keeping the shoulder down, we're not hunching it upward. Nice stretch through the right side of the neck and the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Keep in mind when you're practicing on your own, you can repeat these exercises and stretches several times. Inhale here. This time, exhale, bring your chin down toward your chest. Feel that nice stretch along the neck and the upper shoulders. Inhale, come forward. Lift the chin just slightly past center and feel a stretch through the front of the neck. And then exhale. Beautiful. Stretch those arms out in front. Roll the wrists again. And make those fists open wide and close. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and bring the hands down. Inhale, stretch that right arm straight up to the sky. And exhale, allowing the hand to float back down to the left. Left arm reaching up toward the sky, stretch. Keep those hips planted. Let that hand float back down to the lap. Stir the pot. So gentle hip circles here, as we did on the chair. Seated on the floor on your mat, I think you can go a little bit deeper into this if you'd like to. Hinging forward. That's it. A few times in one direction, and then reverse going in the opposite direction. As always, if anything is uncomfortable or painful, then you should not be doing it. So please come out of that if you feel like you're pushing it just a little bit too far. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release your left arm down to the side. We're going to go into a seated side bend. So slide the left hand out and then hinge to the side. While I'm doing this, notice I'm pressing this left hip down because it wants to pop up. So press down. I'm pressing into my left hand. You guys keep your right hip down. That's it. Breathe. Once again, we're not hinging forward, just laterally to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, float down. Inhale, let's bring the left arm up. Slide the right hand out to the side. Go into a side bend here. Again, I'm pushing into this right hand and I'm trying to press that left hip downward, so I'm feeling that nice opening along the side of the body. Those ribs are separating, stretching, beautiful, that nice alignment all the way from your fingertips to your hip. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, let the hands float down. Let's come into a cat-cow stretch. So I'm going to bring my knees up. Release my blanket or bolster pillow if you have one. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift here. That's it. Arch your back slightly. Bring the shoulders back and down. Notice I'm leaning forward slightly with my heart. So this is my inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to tuck my tail under. I'm bringing my belly button back toward my spine, rolling backward. That's it. Rounding my shoulders, coming as far back as I can until my arms are straight. Feel that nice stretch. So we're doing several things here. I'm looking at you, but also you should bring your chin down towards your chest. Lovely. So what we're doing here, we're warming up the spine, which is so very important. Inhale here to our cow stretch. Exhale to our cat. But we're also stretching here, opening that back gate to the heart, and feel that openness from one shoulder to the other, across the back. Isn't that lovely? So inhale, lift up. Exhale, rounding, stretch those arms. Beautiful. And come back up to our seated posture. Place your hands on the floor and allow the knees to drop from one side to the other. So little hip rolls. From here, we're going to extend our legs out in front. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see this a little bit better. You can continue to face me. Extending the legs forward, stretching them. Sitting nice and tall, beautiful seated posture, right? When we press into the earth with our palms down and fingers forward, this is called a staff posture. You can almost see your body lifting upward when you do that. Did you notice that? So if I release my hands and then I press in, now maintain that sensation in that upright posture. Let the arms float outward and upward, and then hinge forward slightly. So we want to maintain a nice angle here. I'm lowering my arms so that you can see me as I speak to you, but now I'm going to raise them. That's it. See how my hands, shoulders, arms, hips, everything's in alignment. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let the arms come down. Inhale, lift. Exhale again into a forward fold. You can go a little deeper into the fold this time if you'd like to. Feel that nice stretch through the back of the legs and also through your lower back. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let the hands float down. Coming to a straddle position. Stretch those legs out to the side. Press your hands into the mat. Lift up, and as you exhale, walk your hands forward. Exhale here. Maybe stay here for a couple of breaths, right? Feels good. You're stretching through the back of the legs. You're not locking your knees. They can be slightly bent. That's fine. You feel that stretch through the back of the legs and the lower back, right? Press the palms into the earth. Breathe. And then walk them back. Inhale, lift. And we'll do that again. Exhale, walk the hands forward, maybe a little bit farther this time. Use your fingers to pull yourself forward. Breathe, smile. Inhale, walking back up. Take the back of your right hand and place it along the inside of your right leg. Bring the left hand to your shoulder straight up to the sky and then rotate slightly so you're bringing this left shoulder back just slightly. And as we exhale, we'll go into a side bend here. Let the right hand slide along the inside of the right leg. Press the back of the hand against the inside of that leg for some support. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let the hand float down. The same thing to the other side. Take your left hand, place it along the inside of your left leg. Take the right hand to the shoulder. Turn that shoulder, opening it up a bit. Stretch the arm upward, and as you exhale, go into your side bend on this side. Beautiful. So a nice straddle position, a great stretch for the back of the legs. Once again, I'm opening up the side of the body. Inhale, lift, exhale, let the hands float down. Bringing the bottoms of the feet together, we'll come into a butterfly posture. So the feet are very connected, as if they're glued together here. My hands are gently wrapped around my ankles. I lift up again into that beautiful posture, and I'm pressing my legs open. So it's a wonderful groin stretch, pressing down with my forearms. Your hands can be at your calves if that's more comfortable. So sitting up tall, inhale here, and let's let the legs float down. Nice. Pressing a gentle press. Hold. We're holding the stretch, not the breath. Keep breathing. Let the knees float up. And inhale, let the knees float down. Nice. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale, let them float down. Beautiful. Very nice. Extend your left leg. Bring the right leg across. And as we did in our previous practice, flexing the left foot, supporting it gently with your left hand, your right hand, and the other arm is placed gently under your knee, rocking back and forth. So now we're loosening up that hip again. We need to keep all these joints moving freely and maintain our level of flexibility that we currently have, and possibly increase that level of flexibility. Being flexible certainly allows us to move through a full range of motion, which is important, and on the golf course, of course, it helps to prevent golf-related injuries. That's it. Now placing that shin on top of the thigh, okay, not on top of the knee. Keep the foot flexed. Your hand under your knee here, or you can place it gently on top of your thigh. Inhale and then exhale, hinge forward into this beautiful stretch. There we go. So one leg extended, the other bent. Feel that stretch through the hip and also the lower back. Inhale, lift. Now place the left foot firmly into the mat. Inhale, lift here. Bring your right arm around, hug that knee in towards your chest or in the direction of your chest. Sit nice and tall. And as you exhale, we'll move into a spinal twist. So really press into that left foot. Sit nice and tall. Exhale, rotate. That's it. So you keep going to the side. I'm looking at you. Let your head go ahead and move as well. Right, nice and tall. Inhale, come back to center. Release the leg. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So allowing that right leg to come up, rocking it, giving it some support. I think this is a little bit easier to do on the floor than it is in the chair. Nice. Place that shin down on top of the left thigh. Keep the foot flexed, and you can gently place your right hand on your thigh. We're not pushing on the knee. Gently here, lifting up, and then hinge forward into our pigeon. Oh, fabulous stretch. And just a reminder for all of you who might have had ankle surgery or injuries, knee, hip, shoulder. If you've been through PT, certainly substitute all of those exercises or include them along with some of these. Making the practice individualized, it's your practice. Inhale, lift. Press that right foot into the earth. Sit nice and tall. Bring the left arm around, hug that knee into the chest, and then again as you exhale, moving into a spinal twist in the opposite direction. Really lift up through the crown of the head here. Lengthen through the spine. Oh, enjoy that beautiful stretch. Remembering we need to take care of our spine, particularly in golf. It's such a rotational sport and we move our spine in many different directions. So we need to warm it up. That's it. Coming back to center. Beautiful. Bring the knees in. Allow the knees to drop from one side to the other. From here we'll come to a standing posture. So allow the knees to drop to one side. Come onto your hands. Tuck your toes. Rock back onto the bottoms of your feet. Slowly coming to a standing posture, restacking the vertebrae. So let the feet come down. The arms will dangle. Begin to straighten the legs. Restack the vertebrae one at a time, coming all the way back to our upright posture. Relax the shoulders. The head continues upward. Allow the arms to come out to the side, all the way up and back down to the heart. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, just let the arms float down. Beautiful. And pause. So from here, I would recommend that you continue with the standing stretches that we did, again, using the chair for support. And once again, you could follow up with a cardio workout. That would be great. Go for a walk or go back to lesson 1, grab your golf club and continue working on balance, breath awareness, and posture. So thanks again for being with me. Have a great day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you very soon. Remember, practice with purpose. I have trouble with that. Practice with purpose. Be happy and stay safe. Bye-bye.